This was the overture, the movement of the moment. A clanging crescendo of brass made melodic and transmuted into an altered arioso sweetened by a lie that sent the inarticulate to a state of temporal muteness. Something palatable yet forbidden, the lie of euphoria, or was it? She stood before him bare, adorned only with her imperfections, bathed in the muted glow of blue moonlight. The crisp cool air kissed her supple skin to goosebumps. Beckoning with welcoming sighs, she watched him through the mist of bated breath, longing, wanting, begging to be feasted. The hands upon the clock ticked and tocked, but held no sway. Outside the bustle of a restless world moaned, but persuaded not a glance. His silhouette arose and formed out of the darkness. He loomed like a rogue towering shadow, stalking slowly, his eyes fixed fiercely upon her in that hazy, dim dusk. He paced the floor until he was within an arm's length of her. A jolt climbed her shivering body before descending warmly, prancing slowly, encompassing her, before draining downwards and on her tingling fingertips. Stepping forward, he poked her, and she retreated backwards, her teeth collapsing tightly her bottom lip. Her back clapped the wall. He dwarfed her. Primal passion seeped from her pores and cascaded towards her hollowed regions. She saw the man before her, but the beast in his eyes, untamed, uncaged, ready to ravage her body lifeless. He caressed her, embraced her, lifted her, punctuated with a kiss to her brow. And the sorrows of a year gone by dissipated in that moment in time. In that moment their lips explained what words could not, gripping, biting, clawing, setting ablaze the fires of dormant passion in ways she forgot. He held her effortlessly, leaning into the wall, her legs wrapped around his hip, and with a slight thrust and a grunt she felt him enter. He grabbed her shoulders and shoulder blades, and she slid down the wall, feeling all of him, pushing her deeply, stretching her walls beyond their limits. She grimaced in pleasurable pain, but felt the waters flooding and ready to explode in a deluge of ecstasy. She was to be set free. He licked her lips and consumed her neck. His lips and tongue roamed unbridled in a slow rhythmic dance in tune with their heartbeats and ticking clocks. She ascended and descended, reaching innumerable yet unparalleled rapture. She begged him for more. Clawing deeply into his back, he attacked with a repeated bash of a bass drum. Her body swirled like a raging tempest. They grunted, moaned, sighed, and growled, their bodies thrusting faster as their minds drifted farther away onto a celestial plane. In a chest-pounding roar, he burst open the dams that held her for so long a prisoner from dampened indulgence. Their perspiring bodies cushioned the walls, tables, floor, bed, and the damp air. Hour upon hour, her body was held helpless in his arms as he feasted on his quarry. Her legs trembled, and her tongue knew only the language of elation, spoken in screams and sighs, until she finally pushed him off and gasped for air. And they laid on their backs, staring into the darkness, the city beneath the twinkling stars as silent, and lastly, so were they.